I told y'all I cried a little bit inside when Meek supported that Wale
I thought it was
project,
great.
right?
Yo, look at MMG right now. I tweeted Ross's album 2017 could have been rap.
I follow you. I saw it, my nigga.
I know, but not all the listeners.
I follow you. I saw it.
Go ahead.
Ross could have had album of the year 2017, debatable. Meek is in a super focused state that we all see. He also put out a great EP. And Wale has not missed once between EPs and Lucy's this year.
Talk
so
about it.
I don't see why Self-Made Volume 4 can't happen in January.
Talk about it, King. Talk about old.
They dropped the ball if that's Self-Made 4.
Hold up. Let's get a moment of silence for old Lou. And what? Maybach O better put something out.
He should.
He got to hurry up. I'm searching his name in iTunes.
And get Pill back.
Why is the shirt off working for Childish and not Omarion?
Because he ain't doing the weird nigga dances. He doing that same little BET award strut out there.
Too much. You got served.
And he lost his girl, and his baby mom's looking good after so you can't respect that. Can't respect no nigga where your baby mom's looking good after the breakup.
Yeah.
I'm joking, by the way, Amari. You know I love you. A cheating Wale. Everybody's true love is their kid. Shut up. Wale said they moving the goalposts for certain niggas. Hold up now.
That intro. Not today, but one day I want to have a Wale intro conversation.
See, Wale say real and... Where my phone? I'm going to call Wale. Where's my phone? I'm sick of Wale, honestly.
Why you sick of him?
Because Wale say real important shit, right? But he don't highlight it.
He don't drop the beat.
He don't highlight. Then
he don't make it a trick.
He don't make it a thing. He don't make it a conversation to be had. He just says it in the midst of 10,000 other words.
Yeah.
That are all tied together too at the same time.
Yeah, he's scheming and doing wordplay still, but
he's out rapping everybody.
But you said something prolific that if we just gaze at for a second,
take a moment,
we should talk about it.
Yeah.
And that's been a consistent point with him for a few years. They moved the goalposts for certain niggas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm calling.
Because I'm thinking,
oh shit, did he just text me? Oh shit.
Look at God. If you look at Wale's discography.
Hey, Nicky, everybody, what the hell? I'm calling all these niggas.
Pick up all the names, bro. All the ones you just
Let me
dropped.
pick them up, man.
Put them in your bag. And then zip up your bag. No one ever take them names out again.
All right. Go in there, Nicky.
Thank you.
Let me call Wale, man. Hold up. Who the fuck is this?
Texting you at 11:26.
Yeah, that Life After Death album, I went. That album is hard, man.
Thanks for the update.
You want to know
the best albums ever?
Am I on a voicemail? Hey, Wale.
What's up, man?
First of all, take your Ralph Tresvant voice off. We live on the Joe Budden podcast. How are you? Say hello to Parks, Rory, and Maul. You good?
This is my real speaking voice.
Yeah, all right. I don't need a poem right now. Listen, I have a question. The line on track 1, they moved the goalposts for certain niggas, right? I'm on my podcast talking about that line, and I'm talking about how stupid you are because you never highlight the prolific shit you say. Like, that's a conversation starter.
Okay.
Why you shoved...
How do I highlight it?
Well, that's the thing. I don't.
How do I highlight
well, you don't hide it.
I,
you shouldn't hide it.
Do I tattoo it on my forehead and what?
See, you being funny, but the line was hard in the song, and we love it.
Thank you.
Now that conversation has to be had, Wale, and you have to figure out a way for us to have it. Because it's true. When you saying true shit, you gotta stand by that shit.
I was simply talking about Sebastian Janikowski and
yo, all right. All right, you know what? See,
however people choose to interpret it is it is.
Well, can
Wale, say that nigga name, man.
I'm just telling you how I interpret it, bro.
I don't
think you're talking about Dan Bailey.
I'm a man of many similes, metaphors, and onomatopoeias, man. I just like to just write words down that that relate to other people. So in that moment, I was really talking about some of the the great kickers, Morton Anderson, and
some of the great kickers.
Yo, all right, I don't give a fuck about all. You know why you phony? Let me tell you why you phony, Wale. Because we were supposed to come here and we were supposed to talk. Right? We were supposed to kick it. You right on the podcast.
And I just left Warner Brothers, and I literally just left, and they said y'all pushed it back a week. So I don't know.
We pushed it back.
I just left Warner,
Warner,
bro.
bro.
You hear this nigga, man?
I just left.
The brothers.
Now, the funny thing is, I'll just screenshot and show you because I'm going to New York tomorrow.
Wale,
They said y'all pushed it back.
Hey, you never have to hear from a third party for me. Let me tell you about what happened. You were supposed to come on a Thursday. That would have been for our Saturday podcast, but our real podcast to do all the numbers is on a Wednesday, and I would have never done you like that because I love you. So I waited, and then you were gone. And then I'm like, damn, Wale don't fuck with us. And then I see you out with Issa Rae and all them, so I'm like, oh.
Oh well, I mean,
no.
Well,
I saw you with Issa Rae.
it's a long walk from LA to New York, so you know what I'm saying. I couldn't just go there and then come holler at you. So I gotta get on this thing that they call a plane, and I'm going to New York. So I'm in New York tomorrow. I'm not.
I know, but you always come up
I had
here and
to
do
go
your
meet
little
with the
wrestling
label. I had to
shit.
go meet with the label because I'm trying to be a good artist this time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get in trouble no more.
That's true.
You know, with that last situation.
Nah, trouble sells.
Don't get in no trouble.
I want to be a team player, man. It's a lot of flying. I'm tired of shit, but yeah.
How long you gonna be in New York? Can you get with us at all?
I will be in New York for tomorrow and the day after, or just tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Oh. Tomorrow and not just tomorrow. Y'all done.
Yeah.
All right.
My birthday.
Don't worry about it.
Friday.
Where you partying at?
I don't know. I might not do nothing, man. Nigga, fuck that shit. I'm gonna get some money somewhere.
Yo, you're not close.
You
What'd you say?
that birthday tour, get all them bags in all them cities. It's your birthday every day for like a month.
Nah, I always thought it was corny when niggas did that. Yo, listen.
Ain't nothing corny about 6 figures, my brother.
Hey, hold up, man. Let me get the gunshot. Wale, all right, listen. Last question because I wasn't supposed to interview you, but listen. You're teasing retirement online.
Yeah. Yep.
Just know I will not let you retire.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that said the same thing to you.
That's true. I think they're gonna miss you a lot more. I was just, honestly, before I called you, and that's why I called you. And I was just telling Rory and Maul, in the event that Wale retires, niggas will miss him more than they're letting on right now.
Maybe I want to smell the roses. That's all. Maybe I gotta smell the roses.
This nigga's ending with
Who
a poem.
knows? Who knows? Who knows? I just know that it ain't. Yo, let's keep it a buck. It ain't fun, bro. Like to know that you're doing outstanding shit, and it gets overlooked. That shit ain't fun, my nigga. Like it ain't fun to do an album with arguably the most successful comedian in the world, and like not, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no flaws and shit, but you know, there's the powers that be, and I know they'll highlight this and shit, like the Metacritic and all that. I just learned how that shit worked, and that shit like depressed me for like 2 days. Like it's just a couple people's opinion that speak to the world and shit like that. That shit is not. I ain't never gonna be no media darling, man. I'm never gonna be that.
Hey, don't say that. I said the same thing back in the day, man. They
niggas gotta
me.
separate, but niggas gotta separate. Niggas gotta. I'm not killing nobody. I'm not doing hate speech. So it's just like you don't like the way I talk, my accent, or my confidence, or like how I praise our culture, or how I view our culture, or I'm not one of these, clones and stuff. If I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And if I behaved a certain way, they come faster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think a lot of redacted likes caricatures of us. You know what I'm saying? They like caricatures of us, like the most turned up version, the Halloween version of us.
Oh, you're talking too much real shit right now. They might try to hurt.
They like the Halloween version of niggas. Let's just keep it a buck. They like the Halloween version of niggas. And I ain't never been a nigga that you could be for Halloween.
Wale might be more powerful retired, like me.
Huh? That's what I'm saying. And what you started and you being a truth teller and somebody who don't budge, a lot of people are trying to sway me to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's for me. Obviously, I think I'm a little bit too sensitive to do anything like that. But, I mean, I definitely there's other things that I can do where I feel like I'd be a little bit more appreciated. You could be fake and say, "Oh no, why do you care if people appreciate you? Why do you care?" The most ridiculous thing anybody says is, "Why in this industry? Why do you care what people think?" Pause. Let me tell you why. Because that's how we generate revenue, my G, my boy, my guy. That's how we generate. If everybody hates you, you broke. So
Use
yes,
your
my nigga,
button.
I do care. I do care what everybody thinks, nigga, because I don't work at fucking
Subway.
Wintergreen. You feel me? Like I don't work there, so I don't. Them niggas don't give a fuck what you think about this Caesar salad, nigga. They don't give a fuck. They just make a Caesar. They make a Caesar salad all day, nigga. They don't give a fuck.
And spit in your Caesar salad. Here, nigga,
They
take
gonna
this
make
shit.
they gonna make their money regardless. The same thing regardless. My shit fluctuates upon being liked, being on, getting posted and shared in this generation. And niggas might refuse to post a picture from Black Bonnie video, but if it was a certain redacted in there, it would be posted.
Yo, don't
You are
you
full
or not.
redactors.
Yeah, you
Once
got a
nigga
lot of
use
redactors, man. You gotta
four
relax
times-
Because I'm
down.
careful. I'm careful now, man. I've been throwing it in the bus a little bit too much, so I'm just
I gotta start that whole redacted. I gotta get on that redacted wave.
Yeah, well,
don't do
nah.
that.
You media man now, so you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Wale,
Super media man.
you got all right. Do you have because great EPs? You EPing us to death. Are you leading
Right.
us to something? Well, you got to because you was on Warner, nigga.
Obviously.
But I know, but you can't take a long time, is what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I had to, I had to do the business. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to do the business, and then I also realized that times change every day. Like,
Be careful.
so-
I try to
so
fix
you
the
gotta
business.
You gotta modify your album. I don't think the great artists of our generation. I don't think we have the luxury of spending 6-7 months working on one project because things happen so fast and things are no longer relevant. You know what I'm saying? So you got to change. Like I think to make a great album that's culturally relevant and timely, right? You need like a month or less as far as recording goes, and get it all done, the lyrics all done. So when it drops, it's relevant. But you taking 6-7 months, you're gonna be changing verses.
God, did you wait a month? See, I'm glad I don't rap no more, man. I'm telling y'all. We was just talking about how Kanye is. It seemed like he's in this fast food shit because he's announcing album after album after album. Fucking good ass job with Throne with this other shit. Listening to you, everybody's on fast food. Everybody got to go in a month and turn around a project.
I mean, I don't know. It's the difference between fast and comfortable and healthy, and fast and microwave.
Got
you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna, whatever. People
Of
like
course.
what they like, and they do what they do, whatever. Like me personally, I was a big fan of Kanye, like Graduation Era, Late Registration. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the type of music that he's gonna give us. If he's trying to do it super fast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or what he's aiming for. I don't think that's what he's aiming for. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's what he's aiming for. So
All right. Well,
I know me personally. I know what sounds I want.
Yo, don't
but
try
as
to
far as
keep
lyrics-
talking to us here so that you ain't got to hit us when you get here.
I was gonna say I got bad questions, but I
come
wanna wait
on,
till you're
Wale.
actually
Fuck
here.
out of here.
He ain't
I don't want to do the phone
Nah,
conversation shit.
so when I get to New York, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you when I touch down tomorrow. I'm gonna just call you.
Thank you.
Put it together. Fuck the label shit.
Yeah, thank you.
Listen, bro. I don't want no smoke with the label, bro. I'll take smoke with any rapper before I take smoke with the label again, because I see what they do with niggas rollouts these days.
Yo, hit me tomorrow, man.
All right, y'all.
One. Oh, there you have it.
Nah, we need to do the real episode with him.
That's a conversation that we never have either.
Which
Like
one is that?
the artists that are feeling underappreciated. Like we always talk from the consumer perspective. We never
hear the
really
artists.
get into the artists that are feeling like you're putting out blood, sweat, and tears and receiving pennies upon return.
Right.
Well, I mean, I get his point of view. Of course, this is just my opinion on his music. But what else does he have to do? His discography, if you look at, is much better than the average rappers. He hasn't really missed it all.
It's true.
He's putting out radio singles that do really well.
But it's kind of
He
like
raps
what he
really
said.
well. He
It's-
makes melodies really well. Like, what
he
more do I
doesn't-
got to do?
He doesn't new era really.
We're not in the era where you can rap well.
Yeah,
bro.
he doesn't new era well. That's what it is.
Well,
It's-
first of all, if you
he
look
ra-
at the top tier rappers right now making the most money and the most sales, they are top tier rappers.
Show them
That's
to me.
true.
Show them to me, and let's
J.
have
Cole,
a talk.
Kendrick Lamar, Drake.
TDE, Jew,
All right, man.
and who? Who did you say?
Cole.
Kendrick, Drake, and Rock Nation, Jay-Z. Who backs you? We get back to that question.
Of course.
Who backs Wale?
But Wale was Rock Nation at one point, wasn't he?
And now he's not. Who backs Wale?
Well, listen,
and that is the difference
the
between your favorite act and Wale.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's why it goes
he
back
tried
to
to do it with the MMG thing and have that support around him the way Kendrick does with TDE.
But let me explain
Just too
that
much
to
happened
fans. But let
between
me
everyone.
let me explain that to fans too.
Bad luck, I guess.
Let's say.
But I mean, Meek is MMGs.
What is that? Meek is Atlantic. Meek is the second biggest artist on Atlantic Records. MMG is an afterthought. MMG is
he's
how
the second biggest on Atlantic.
He is.
Cardi, Ed Sheeran.
Yo, you always give me Ed Sheeran when
'Cause
I'm
he's
talking
one of the
Atlantic.
biggest selling people
I'm talking
ever.
about urban music. I'm talking about the hip hop in Atlantic. Meek is number 2 after Cardi. I get that from them, from Atlantic. There's nothing to debate. They view him that way, is what I'm saying.
Snitch on yourself, employee.
Huh?
Nothing.
No, I'm not an employee. Yo, Roy leaves
Vendor.
Sony and want to create these narratives. And I don't like how you trying to steal my create narratives bag.
Create narratives.
Yeah, come on. I'm the
Wait, so
nigga
you
that
mean
does
the
that.
straight up lying?
Yes.
That bad.
You got to get your own wave.
I've been saying this before when you calling Kaiser on the podcast.
You got to get your own wave, Roy. You can't create narratives.
Your lie bag.
Yeah, so back to that. Who backs you? Meek is the second biggest act on Atlantic. Your subsidiary label is important when you're being introduced to us. So, yeah, they scream MMG when we have no idea who the fuck they are and when we don't know them at all. So now that we know them, you ain't heard them niggas say MMG in a long time. It's just the tags is the dopest tag in the world.
All right, so everything you're saying, I agree with, and that's not exactly what I was saying. I was speaking more from the artist standpoint. Like, what more do I have to do musically?
You can't be a rapidy rapper and not be backed and make it.
That whole Shine album was not rapidy rap at all. It's party music. They dropped the ball with
What
the
album?
G-Eazy record, the Shine album with Wale. That G-Eazy record, that little runway shit.
All of my points.
That was a hit.
You
That
can't
record
make
was dope.
hits and not be backed.
That's
then
a fact.
they're
No,
not hits.
No.
That's true.
All right, Joe, I'm agreeing with you 100%. Just saying
No,
from an artist
everything you
perspective.
say, I have to explain it for fans.
Okay.
Because we speak from a different place.
Right.
So we often sound like we're speaking from a different place. But no, this is logical shit.
I can see Wale like, all right, I just did a lyrical album with Jerry fucking Seinfeld, back to moving the goalposts. If Kendrick Lamar put out a Jerry Seinfeld album, he would be regarded as the best artist ever.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I
we
agree
don't.
with
We
that.
don't even have to imagine. Rick Ross put out an album with Chris Rock all over it, and we still call it one of the best albums of the year. We don't do that with Wale.
So
It's a
and then no, but
disconnect
then he switches up his style and does the Shine shit. It's like, all right, let me do some party records that fit with this era, and it still doesn't pop. I get his anger.
I want to take this.
I totally
I want to
understand.
take this off of a Wale conversation and just broaden it for the listeners who really don't give a fuck about Wale, but do give a fuck about the cause, because the cause is still important. Even bigger than Wale is just the act that's grinding for years and years and years and years, unnoticed, unrecognized, and uncompensated. That's not a word, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, but people definitely need to start paying attention to Wale more, though. Because they're missing some great shit.
Yeah, he makes great music.
All right, my point is still bigger than Wale. Pay attention to and support the people that you want to continue to hear from. That's my only point.
But sometimes people need to be told who they need to hear from.
And this is the problem with, we was trying to figure out where Wale went wrong and all that, but this is much bigger than Wale. The problem in hip-hop is like the only job where you don't get to redo your mistake. Mm-hmm. It's not a do-over. Mm-hmm. Once you make the mistake, that's it. Song's trash. Video's trash. You trash. Something is trash. And now when you hit that shit out of the park,
They still remember the trash.
you still put out the trash.
Yeah.
And you still did the trash. Like we still got a lot of Wale stench on us from how he spazzed on Complex, how he spazzed on everybody on Twitter. He did a lot of spazzing back when him and Fab looked stupid on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Which goes back to who backs you, because I don't think a lot of people wanted to back Wale after all the antics, quote unquote antics, he did online, in labels, at Complex, any media outlets, period. He wasn't making friends on his way to the top. Mm-hmm. He wasn't playing the game.
Well, you know what? I empathize with Wale because in a different scenario, I could see it. Like, how are we supposed to feel about him when for a small time it looked like Ross and Meek was stepping away from him? Mm. Like the people that he was calling camp. was looking like, nah, you not it. You not. That's not what we on right now.
I think Wale's just not looked at as quote unquote one of the cool guys.
Cool.
Yeah.
Give me some more of the people who's not cool but are making it and successful and relevant and rich and whatever. I don't know.
Logic.
That's one.
Give me somebody who's not white.
That's not cool. Looked at as cool, but making it.
Yeah.
But the wild shit is
Wow.
Yeah.
Wale is cool, and it sucks that you have to make sure this nerd at Complex likes you for your career to do well. Who's not cool?
But that's cool.
Yeah,
Wale just doesn't want to play.
I get it, Wale.
Wale just doesn't want to play the new game.
Like, I've never been cool. I've never wanted to be cool. I've never know what cool meant, really. So I never cared when niggas didn't call me cool. Wale just said, like, he's sensitive a little bit. So when people are not calling him uncool, like, he feels it.
Yeah, that bothers him.
I think that's probably the difference. You need you need a whole lot of stubborn.
Wale need more fuck you in his
you need a whole lot.
He made that point with Ack when you were on Everyday Struggle. Like, listen, people can call me corny, but you can't call me corny.
Yeah.
That's why he's pissed. The people that are calling him corny and are judging what's cool and not cool and what is going to work in music right now.
Yeah.
You have to be the person.
But that's what I'm saying. Wale has to, and I understand why he doesn't want to, but you have to play the new game. It's a new game.
All right, well, let's keep things current here.